I'm Daniel Lucas, and welcome to Book 101. Book 101 is all about the books that I read for the last 40 years. And today, I have my special guest. She is the CEO of Primal Life Organics. And of course, an author too. No other than Miss Trina Felber.
Thank you, Daniel. Thank you for the great intro.
Welcome to Book 101, Miss Trina, and can you please introduce yourself?
Yes, I am Trina Felber. I am a wife, a mother of three. I have a degree in nursing. I have a master's degree in anesthesia for nursing. And I went on after I got my master's degree in anesthesia to create a natural skincare and dental company because I discovered all of the toxins that are polluting our personal space or our personal body through our personal care products that we're using. I discovered this after I suffered a miscarriage, and it literally opened my eyes to a whole new world that I never thought I would be involved in. And then I started making and creating my own formulas that worked better than all the stuff that I had been purchasing. And Primal Life Organics was born. And then I also wrote a book called Beauty's Dirty Secret. And it's all about the dirty secrets of the beauty industry, kind of blowing the lid off of that, being a disruptor.
Wow, congratulations for all your achievements. So, how's being a mother?
Being a mother is something that it's a challenge every single day in a good way. Um, it opens your eyes to things. You start to look at things differently. You no longer are as concerned about yourself. You're concerned about the future of just not your children, but the world that they live in. And that was really what sparked me to want to create a better and healthier environment. And so, yeah, my kids inspire me every single day, every day. It's challenging. Sometimes it's hard to keep up with the challenges and the time. But at the end of the day, if I can feel like and say I've, helped another mom, you know, not put chemicals or toxins on her child, um, I feel I can go to bed feeling like I did my job.
That'd be awesome. So, how would you balance of being CEO and a mother?
It's not easy. And sometimes everything suffers in a way that you can't measure, but you have to let some things go. And it's all about creating the limits, putting buckets in place and creating limits for yourself, making sure that, family and, personal time is scheduled in and is a priority because it's so easy to get caught up in the rat race. We all know that, depending on what type of job you have. Um, and especially when you're a CEO, your job never goes away. I used to, as a nurse, I'd be able to walk out the door. And as soon as I walked out the door, my job was done. I, didn't have to think about it until the next day when I went into work. But as a CEO, it's 24/7, and it doesn't matter if it's a holiday or a weekend. It continuously happens, and you have to be able to respond and pivot. Those are, skills that you really need to develop. How to respond appropriately and not react, respond, and how to pivot. And this has helped me in my personal life as well. But it is 24/7. I remember going on a cruise one time. This was probably 8 years ago. My kids were little, and I hadn't really had a break. I was still working as a nurse full time, working in my business full time. And I thought, we're going on this cruise. I'm going to be in the middle of nowhere. I'm not going to be able to get messages, anything. And believe it or not, in the middle of the ocean, I was able to still get messages. So I was a little frustrated, but it is what it is. And,
Yes.
it's 24/7, but it is rewarding. It does come down to setting limits.
So, how would you define the response and react?
So, this can go into medicine as well. Like when I talk about responding and reacting, when you think about a pill or a medication that you're taking, a reaction is usually negative. A reaction is all the bad things that happen. So whether you break out or you get a cough or, sneeze or get a rash, that would be a reaction. A response to something would be more of the positive side. So, a response when you take a blood pressure medication would be that your blood pressure goes down. So in life, you want to kind of follow that, and you want to not react to things. That's the toxic, you know, stress. When something happens and all of a sudden it's oh my gosh, I can't, da, 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 and your brain starts going. What I like to do is when things happen, and my team tells me this all the time, they're like, you're so good at, the world could be falling apart over here. And you just go, okay, perfect. I'll get back to you in a bit. And that's usually you got to have your response already pre-canned. Like you got to practice your response. Even with the kids in the car, when they ask you a question you're not sure how to answer, you go, hey, mom wants to give you an answer. So give me a couple minutes or an hour or whatever time you think tomorrow, and I'll get back to you with the answer. But you got to have your response canned. So my typical response is, great, that's awesome. I'm not sure how we're going to deal with this right now, but give me a couple minutes or an hour and I'll get back with you. And then you can go collect your thoughts. You can sit in quiet. You can consult the people that you need to consult with. And no one's pressuring you because they know you know about it and they know you're working on it. And they're giving you the time and space to allow your mind to just calmly respond instead of going into that crazy overdrive. And then nothing really works when you're in the reaction mode. And things really come together when you take a step back and you can, look at the situation more objectively and play out some scenarios in your mind.
Very well said, Miss Trina. So let's talk about your beauty's dirty secret. 3 simple steps to superpower your skin.
Yes. Beauty's Dirty Secret was written 6 years ago, and everything still holds true. It was my way of letting people know that the beauty industry is telling you lies. They want you to believe that you need all of these things, whether it be 10 products or these chemicals, to look younger and, keep your youthful glow. When in reality, simplifying your beauty routine and going back to Mother Nature or what is provided by the earth actually heals the body. As a registered nurse, I've always believed that if you can keep your body healthy with vitamins and nutrients and minerals and essential fatty acids, all the building blocks of health, then your body can repair itself when damage occurs. But if you feed your body chemicals and toxins and things that don't allow the cells of the body to survive and be healthy, then toxicity builds up and there's very little ability of the body to overcome that. And then that's when disease sets in. Beauty's Dirty Secret was to reveal the fact that there are so many chemicals and toxins in personal care products. And it's been estimated that women use approximately 12 to 15 beauty products every single day. And if you're purchasing normal personal care products from off the shelf or from big brand boxes, big brand companies, chances are really good that they have probably around 10 toxins or chemicals in them, which means every single day you can be slathering your body with around 130 to 150 chemicals that we know cause cancer, cause problems with your neurological system, disrupt your hormones, they're allergens, all sorts of things. So my premise for letting people know this is that there's a better alternative. And you don't have to, it's not like you're giving up results, because in the end, when your body has been fed the right nutrients, your body looks healthy, feels healthy, you feel better, and your skin will ultimately look better. So that was the premise behind Beauty's Dirty Secret, is just revealing the dirty secrets of the beauty industry, but also revealing the dirty secrets of Mother Nature, because Mother Nature has a lot of secrets too, and she's here for the giving. She wants to give. And if you use plant-based ingredients, you're going to skin in your body the nutrients it needs to look and feel younger.
That interesting and very well said, Miss Trina. And according to Lauren 5021, great resource for truly natural skincare. Wow. So is there's a follow-up for this book?
I haven't done another book. I've thought about it, but I do a lot of education on our Instagram and Facebook. Be doing a course. Probably it'll come out in 2024 on how to detox your personal care products. It's probably going to be called, it's not set in stone yet, but it's probably going to be called Bold Beauty. Being bold. And it doesn't mean, it doesn't mean that you have to give anything up. When you give up chemicals, you're literally not giving anything up. You're giving up sickness and disease. So I think the follow-up is going to be a course that people can take that will really give them the tools that they need. They can do it at their own pace, their own time. It's a resource they can always go back to. And it's going to give them some solutions and the knowledge that will empower them to make better decisions for themselves and their families.
Yes, looking forward to that, Miss Trina. And according to Z Mona D, you'll never look at beauty products the same way again. Miss Trina, what are the elements of the book that make your readers glued to it?
It has a lot to do with the fact that what I'm exposing are things that people have no idea. Like, you're being told. So part of being beautiful is having a very healthy smile. In fact, people look at your smile and they judge you without even thinking about it. I mean, think about this the next time you meet someone or you see someone, and where your eyes tend to go, and it's to their mouth, because you're kind of following their mouth pattern and their facial expression, but your eyes gravitate to the mouth. And what we notice about dental health is, and what we know intuitively, is that if you teeth or bleeding gums, or your teeth are not in good health, we know that that is directly linked to internal health. What most dentists won't tell you is that cavities and gum disease are 100% preventable, and they're also treatable if you're doing it the right way. Unfortunately, Big Dental and Big Cosmo are in the same cahoots as Big Pharma and Big Farm, and they don't necessarily want you to be healthy, in my opinion. They really are. The way that they're formulating their products, they're formulating them to create cavities, gum disease, skin problems, premature aging. And so once you know what to look for and what to look out for, and what to purchase, like make yourself, purchase however you want to do it, you're going to see results that you've never seen. But the problem also becomes that your, dentist or your dermatologist isn't going to understand what you're doing. I've had so many customers that have made the switch to my products, and they go to the dentist, and they have the best checkup they've ever had. Their teeth look healthy. They don't have any more plaque. Their gums are better than they've ever been. And the dentist will say, wow, this is the best dental checkup you've ever had. What are you doing? And they tell them what they've switched to, which is a natural clay-based tooth powder or toothpaste. And the dentist is like, oh, you can't use that. That doesn't have fluoride in it. So you have to know, you have to think, okay, do I go back to what I was using that always gave me plaque buildup? My gums weren't healthy. My teeth were yellow. My teeth were sensitive. Or do I stick with what I'm doing that is working, giving me the best checkup, even though my dentist doesn't agree with it? So it's that kind of knowledge that I really want to empower people with, so that when you are faced with those confrontations, and they are confrontations, when the dentist is telling you something, or your doctor is saying you can't do that, that you feel confident knowing the reason and the science behind why what you're doing and your choices are actually better for you in the long run.
Very well said, Miss Trina. I totally agree with. Before we go on, I want to shout out my ranking tops in the last 30 days according to my Apple chart because in Zambia I got number 8 on the Apple chart, Uganda at number 13, Pakistan at 20, Spain at 21, Norway at number 12, United Arab Emirates at 32, Slovenia at 42, Qatar at 49, Nigeria at 56, Chile at 68, Zimbabwe at 144, Singapore at 154, Belgium at 194, Cambodia at 228, and a lot more. Thank you so much for supporting this podcast because this podcast is created to empower writers all over the world, like Miss Trina Felber. So, Miss
Thank
Trina,
you,
let's
Daniel.
you're welcome. And of course, let's go to your Primal Life Organics. What is the philosophy or mission statement behind your company?
We are dedicated to providing the cleanest and purest personal care products. So that includes dental and skincare products that feed and nourish your body back to health. And all of my products, as a registered nurse, I truly believed, like I said, that the body is meant to heal itself. And that is, I put that philosophy, my nursing care, into every single product that I make.
Sounds interesting. Can you list some of the key natural ingredients used in Primal Life Organics?
Well, one of the first, people always ask me, where do I start? It's really hard to detox your personal care products because when you're using 15 to 20, because you don't use everything every day, products every single, you're buying them on a regular basis. Most people don't want to give up the products that they're spending a lot of money on. So I tend to tell people to start with your dental products because dental care is extremely your oral health is connected to every piece of your body, every organ, every system, including heart health, brain health, fertility, sexual function for both men and women, your hormones, diabetes, obesity. It's linked to everything. So starting with your oral care is a little bit easier too, because it's not as hard to give up a $7 or $8 toothpaste as it is to give up a $50 face serum. So I created a dental detox kit that helps to reset the microbiome inside the mouth with all the tools that you need for 60 days. So it's a 60-day supply. It uses my tooth powder, and my tooth powder is made with a blend of 3 different clays. All of my ingredients are earth-based. I always tend to use oils, essential oils, extracts from plants, clays, and things like that. So salts as well. Sugar. So my dirty mouth tooth powder is made of a blend of 3 clays, some baking soda, a little bit of nanohydroxyapatite, which is the natural hardening components in your teeth, which would be calcium and phos, and then essential oils for flavor. And then, instead of mouthwash, I serum because that's better. Mouthwash is really bad for you. Mouthwash kills off the healthy bacteria as well as the unhealthy bacteria. And that healthy bacteria inside your mouth is essential for nitric oxide production. And in the body, nitric oxide increases blood flow. It's heart friendly, but it's also friendly, health friendly to your immune system, fertility, brain health, all sorts of things. So without the healthy bacteria inside your mouth, your body is probably making less than 50% of the nitric oxide it's supposed to. That's why heart disease and all sorts of other problems are on the rise. So getting rid of the mouthwash, switching it out to gum drops is what we call mine. And it's olive oil with essential oils in it that you simply rub on your gums after you're done brushing. It's a simple kit, but that's my best selling. And that's what I usually tell people to switch to first. And in the kit, we usually send a free sample of our natural deodorant, because so many people have tried natural deodorants and have given up because they feel they don't work. Most of the time, they're just not formulated correctly because they will work with your body if they're formulated correctly. So I give one away for free in that kit just so people can try it. And then, moving past those two types of products, then we move more into, the face products and the body products. And I usually tell people when you know you're going to be running out of those, instead of replacing them with the same thing, look for safer or better alternatives and, looking for the ingredients. I do a course called How to Read a Skincare Label. You can find it on my website at Primal Life Organics, just at the search, just how to read a skincare label. I have a blog written about it. Teaches you how to read a skincare label so you know exactly what you're looking to omit and what you really want to look for in your products. That way, by the time you run out of something, you have already found a healthier choice.
Yes. So how does organics ensure the sustainability and ethical sourcing of ingredients?
Oh, that's a great question. I am so in love with Mother Nature that I always try to make sure that everything that we do is going to leave the smallest footprint. So all of our, ingredients that we use are sourced ethically and organically. I don't believe in pesticides. I don't believe in herbicides. I do believe that they do harm the plant as well as harm the body, because they will still be found in, the oils or the essential oils of that plant. And then all of our packaging is pretty earth friendly. We use very little plastic, very little. We only use it when we don't really have another alternative. And the plastic that we are currently using is made from a sugar cane. For our biggest products is a sugar cane, so it's more eco-friendly. And then other packaging, we use a lot of glass because that's recyclable, and we use cardboard. Our deodorants are made in a cardboard container, and then we'll use the tin containers for like body butters and things like that. And our toothbrushes are made from bamboo. Bamboo's very eco-friendly. It grows very quickly and breaks down very quickly. So our toothbrushes, people don't realize this, but a toothbrush can take, I think it takes like 1,000 years to break for a toothbrush once it's disposed to disintegrate in the landfill, where it takes a bamboo toothbrush less than a year. So there's a huge difference, the impact that just switching to bamboo. So we use a lot of bamboo whenever we can for our products. We have a sonic toothbrush that the disposable brush head that you change out every couple months is bamboo. And then we have a regular toothbrush, a manual toothbrush that's made with bamboo as well.
Interesting, Ms. Trina. So are there any unique skincare solutions offered by Primal Life Organics for sensitive skin?
Oh, yes. I love, sensitive skin. I've always thought to myself, I think we're creating, and this goes back to the reaction and response. I think we're creating our own skincare problems. I used to have oily skin, so oily that after I washed my face, I could still blot oil off it. And I, at the age of 40, still had a face full of acne. I had gone on 2 rounds of Accutane, which is the medication. It's a really horrible medication that they put you on to help get rid of acne as an adult. And I still couldn't get rid of acne. And I tried prescription medications, antibiotics, you name it, over the counter stuff. I could never get rid of my acne at the age of 40. So after I suffered the miscarriage and I discovered the toxins, I was nervous about putting oil on my skin. But when I got pregnant again with my daughter, I didn't care anymore about myself. I only cared about helping my daughter, survive, come to full term and deliver a healthy baby. So I started using oil-based products, and unbelievable how my skin responded. The oiliness went away and my acne cleared up. I couldn't do that for the first, I started getting acne when I was a teenager. I had never been able to get rid of my acne. And about 6 months into switching to oil-based products, my acne was completely gone. And this was during a pregnancy where your hormones are raging and you tend to break out more. So I was trying to reverse science, like reverse engineer the science behind it. And what I realized is that the ingredients in most skincare products, when you're buying something for oily skin, it usually has stuff in it that's going to dry your skin out. And what the body will naturally do, because again, the body wants to stay normal and it wants to heal itself, the body knows that you need to have oil on your skin. It's called sebum. In order to have a healthy microbiome on your skin, you need to have sebum. So your body will continue to produce and overproduce sebum because you continuously are stripping the sebum off your skin. So what I realized is most of the products, when you're buying a product for acne, it's causing acne. A lot of the ingredients in acne medications actually cause irritation and breakouts. When you're buying a product for dry skin, you're actually creating more dry skin. When you're buying a product for oily skin, chances are pretty good you're going to be overproducing oil because your product's going to be drying your skin out. So what I did when I created my products is I created products that help with every one of those problems by creating normal skin. So my goal is to get you back to normal skin so your body can naturally balance your oil production and help prevent the acne breakouts with a healthy microbiome. So I have a couple different products that work synergistically with your skin. So some of them tend to be better if you have oily skin. I have carrot seed. The carrot seed package helps to normalize and balance out that oiliness naturally. And then I also have a package it's called the pomegranate package. Pomegranate's extremely hydrating. So that's primarily for more drier skin. But people tend to use those for, 2 or 3 months and then their skin normalizes and they can continue to use them because it's not going to hurt them. It's not made with chemicals. Or you can switch to some of the other products that I have that have a little bit more ingredients that tend to help with anti-aging, reduce wrinkles, reduce the appearance of scars and things like that. The Beyond Moisturizer, Beyond Serum, and then my Earth Cleanser is some of my most popular. And I have a coffee bean serum that's made with coffee bean extracts, which has a little bit of caffeine in it, which is great for the skin. That tends to be a really good, or like a bestseller for a morning hydration for a lot of people.
Amazing products, Miss Trina. But before we go on, I'm inviting you to listen to my other podcast, Food 101, our third season with Chef Alessandro, one of the best executive chef in one of the five-star restaurants in downtown Toronto. So please do listen to our latest episode. We talk about sanitation, people, sanitation. Plus one more, our books are out, not only one but 12 volumes, people. Food 101, Volume 1, Day 6 until 12 is only the books that you need. How to create a delicious food, available on Amazon and leading online bookstores worldwide. So, Miss Trina, how does Primal Life Organics from other organic skincare brands?
That's a good question. A lot of skincare brands, they still use some ingredients that I consider questionable or not safe if you're looking at the body from a holistic view. And I can't speak to their sourcing of ingredients and I can't speak to their formula. I know how I formulate my products. I know that people that have switched from other companies that are organic or natural, they say that they see a huge difference right away. They can see a huge difference right away. And I believe it's because I tend to really create or formulate my products with oils and essential oils that are just have so many nutrients that feed the skin and help detox. I'm big into detoxing. I have the mouth detox program. And my skin program totally helps to detox and decongest the skin. And I believe that half the battle isn't just feeding it the skin nutrients. The other half is getting rid of the waste products. Because if you don't get rid of waste, I mean, think about what happens when you get constipated. You don't feel good. You just don't feel good. Same thing with your skin. If you can't decongest the skin and detox the skin, or the you're not going to look good or feel good. So I create my products to feed, nourish, and detox. And I think that's the biggest difference between my products and most other companies that create natural and organic.
Yes, people, detoxing is a natural process of the body to bring back what the body formed or originally. So, Miss Trina, our Primal Life Organics products is suitable for all age groups, including children and the elderly.
Yes, actually, yes. There are a couple products that we do recommend supervision. I do make an acne solution or an acne. It's an acne oil. It's called Banished, and I kind of tried to name my products with the emotion that I had when I was like with that to solve that problem. And when I had acne, I remember looking in the mirror. I just want it gone. I want my like, please, can I wake up in the morning and my acne will be gone? I want to just banish it from my life. And so my Banished Blemish Serum is my solution to acne, but it's kid friendly, but I always tell parents, please, especially with teenagers, just supervise them or try it yourself. Even if you don't have acne, put it on your skin so you know what it feels like before your kids use it, because it has cayenne pepper in it, and cayenne pepper heats up. And it can feel like a little stinging or burning sensation, which is amazing. If you've ever had acne and you've ever wanted to feel like you're actually doing something and getting rid of that zit, put some cayenne pepper on it or my Banished Blemish Serum. You're going to feel like, oh my gosh, for the first time ever, my zit feels like it's going away. My daughter is 15 years old, and she messaged me yesterday before I left and said, Mom, can you bring home some Banish? She had a breakout on her face that was really bad. And so I brought it home, and she got home from martial arts. It was around 8:00 at night. She went up, she put some on. She was like, oh my God, where's the Banish? She ran in. She puts it on her skin. I went to check on her, and an hour later, and I go, did you get the Banish? She goes, oh my gosh, it looks so much better already. Just an hour later, she's like, the inflammation is down, the redness is down. It was so much better. Thank you. But Banished has that cayenne pepper in it. So I always tell parents, first of all, they want to keep it away from their eyes or their mouth. Cayenne pepper won't hurt it. Like if you get it in your eyes, it will be okay. They do make cayenne pepper eye drops. It will just sting. And, kids don't understand that as easily as adults, but the stinging will go away. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes. You'll tear. But that's how powerful plant medicine is, it's going to work. It's going to take care of the problem. But you just have to know what you're dealing with. So most of my products are made for adults. They're kid friendly and elderly friendly. The toothpaste, we make toothpaste in bubblegum flavor. Of course, the flavors are not artificial. They're made from essential oils like grapefruit, and they're more like fruity type oils. So they kind of taste like, it's funny when we call it bubblegum, we now call it fruity bubblegum. We used to call it bubblegum, and today's bubblegum doesn't taste like the bubblegum that I grew up with, like the, true bubblicious, and that the real bubble gum.
Yes.
So people would tell us, oh my God, the bubble gum taste. My kids hate it. It doesn't taste anything like bubble gum. I'm like, oh, because it's fruity. So we call it fruity bubble gum. But yeah, almost everything's kid friendly. Some things just need kids, parents to supervise.
So, Ms. Trina, what are the most popular products offered by Primal Life Organics, and what makes them stand out?
Our dental products are really what people find us for. They really do. The way that I formulated them, I found my daughter had a cavity come in, a molar. When she was 2 years old, a molar came in and had a natural cavity in it. And the dentist said we were going to have to pull the tooth within a year. So he said, let's put a temporary filling in it. The temporary filling will fall out every 2 to 3 months. And every time it falls out, we'll just decide, is now the time to put to pull it or put another filling in it. And because I knew that every tooth is connected through the meridian channels, like the acupuncture channels, acupressure channels, to an organ during development, an organ is being developed at the same time as a tooth. So there's this connection. I was really upset. And so when I was leaving, he said, don't worry, Mom, we put a temporary filling in it. Now we just hope for the best. And I thought, no way. I'm not hoping for the best. So that's when I did my research. I found Dr. Weston A. Price. He was a dentist in the early 1900s. He discovered the link between sugar and cavities in the early 1900s. And we're still dealing with this. And he was on the board of the ADA. The ADA basically took his research and buried it. They didn't want the public to know what he had found. But I looked at what his research showed, and I created my oral wellness program and all my dental products based off of his research. So we are really well known for our dental products, our dirty mouth tooth powder, our dirty mouth toothpaste, our dirty mouth gum drops. We have an LED teeth whitening system that is one of the most popular things that we sell. It uses red and blue LED lights to whiten the teeth, and a peroxide-free gel. So it's going to actually remineralize the teeth as opposed to removing the minerals from the teeth and weakening them, which is what peroxide does. Those are our most popular products. The dental detox kit is what I tell people to start out with. It's easy to find. If you go to the website, it's under Start Here and the dental program. And then from there, our face products, our coffee bean serum, and are probably our two most popular products that people fall in love with. Our deodorant, it's called Stick Up deodorant. Our Stick Up deodorant is also very effective. Most people that can't use natural deodorant find it and say this is like works better than, the stuff with all the chemicals in it. So those are probably our most popular products.
How does Primal Life Organics contribute to environmental conservation or community well-being?
Mostly by our packaging, keeping our packaging as eco-friendly as possible. And that includes not just our packaging for our products, but also our shipping, boxes and things like that. Our peanuts are, if we use peanuts, they're the ones that you can put in the sink and the water will dissolve them. They're like a cornstarch. Our toothpicks or, dental floss is made with a cornstarch instead of, microplastics. And, when you purchase directly from us, we don't put our products in boxes. I know a lot of companies do that. We only put our products, like our toothpaste will come just the tube if it ships directly from us. On the shelf at retail, we put it in boxes because that makes it stand, and it's the packaging it's better packaging for retail. But we don't waste packaging when we're shipping directly from our warehouse, and most people buy directly from us, and that helps too, because the packaging, to put a bottle or a tube in a cardboard box, it not only does it cost money, but it affects the environment as well.
Definitely. Can you explain the process of product development and quality control at Primal Life Organics?
Absolutely. Yes. Product development. I created every product. I formulated every product. I review every product. And it's a simple process for me, because I'm so in tune with, the ingredients. The ingredients are pretty, it's easy, and we're not dealing with chemicals per se. For instance, a lot of companies that are dealing with chemicals, their employees literally have to be full gowned up, suits, body suits and everything, gloved, masked, everything to handle these chemicals. And for us, we're using oils and essential oils. And don't get me wrong, essential oils are very potent. So we still do, obviously, we use the protection that we need to, but it's not the same as using chemicals. And quality control, we save products from every batch that we make. So, and we do send them for testing. Some things we send for every batch. Some things are random batch tested, and it's to a third party, for microbial and all sorts of types of testing that we do. And we also save them for ourselves. So if we get somebody that says they have a problem with the product, we have some from that batch that we can go look at and see if it's a quality issue or if it's a one-off problem. And I'm very big, as a registered nurse, I worked in the OR. I'm very big into maintaining a clean environment, a safe environment for my employees, clean, and making sure that the products are safe, not just to use, but that they're safely made as well.
Let's say one of the big companies want to buy Primal Life Organics, like Unilever or Procter and Gamble. Would you like to sell your company?
I never say never to any any question. But if I ever do sell, it's going to be to a company that aligns with my mission and my goals. And some people, it has to be human beings that really are on a mission to improve the health of everyone in the world. So it wouldn't just be to, a big box company that is going to take my products and turn them into chemical laden products, if you know what I mean. It will be
Yes.
done with thought. I don't have any plans right now, but I can never speak for the future. But if I ever would sell, it would be, with a company that is like-minded and, that I have, definitely dived into and made sure that they align with me.
Definitely. And we salute you for bringing these products. Yes. And Miss Trina, do you have a vegan option? Can you tell us about it?
Yes, I know. When I looked at, I'm not vegan myself, but I do know people that are vegan. And when they show me some of the products that they're using, I was horrified. Of course, because when you're choosing a vegan lifestyle, just like when you're choosing a paleo lifestyle or any type of healthy lifestyle, you're going into it because you want to be healthier. You're not going into it because you want to feed your body with chemicals and whatever it is. And for vegans, it would be, meat-based, animal-based type of products. I was kind of disturbed that some ingredients people wouldn't know that they're animal based. So sometimes even in vegan products, you can find ingredients. There's some ingredients like colors that come from bees or beetles. I think it's beetles that can still be used in vegan products. But the other problem that I found with vegan products is that you might not have animal products in them, but there's plenty of chemicals in them. And those chemicals, like we've been talking about, aren't going to do you any good, your health. So I decided that since the vegan community is just growing and growing, it would be easier if I just delineated on my website what products are vegan. So we have a whole vegan collection. So you can go to the vegan collection and you can shop. All of our dental products are vegan. And then almost all of our products are vegan. There are a few that we do have some animal products in, but those are delineated. And beeswax is one of the ingredients that some vegans are okay with and some vegans are not okay with, because the honey or the beeswax is a byproduct. We do still delineate those as not vegan just to be on the safe side. But all of the products listed as vegan, we have made sure that they are all vegan, so that if you're vegan, you can feel confident that you're getting something that has zero animal-based products or ingredients in it, and that it doesn't have those nasty chemicals that most vegan products do still contain.
Can you please invite our listeners to support all your products and your book?
Yes, I am so excited. I did this for you. I did this for my children and your children and our future. And I invite you to just take a look at what I'm creating and what is out there, and invite you to just make some better choices. So you can, find me at primallifeorganics.com. Daniel probably has some links for you guys that will, give you a discount if you're interested. And you can, follow me on Instagram at Primal Life Org. Facebook is Primal Life Organics. And I have plenty of, educational things on my blog and educational articles on my blog. You can find me personally, follow me at Trina Felber on Instagram as well, because I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff on there as well. That's educational and my course and things like that.
Yes, people, let's support Primal Life Organics because it's something else, something that make ourselves better, bigger, and bolder. Miss Trina, thank you for your time.
Thanks, Daniel. Thanks for mouthing off with me. I always like to say that.
Thank you, Fitchfat, for being the #2 best book podcast on the planet. And of course, #1 on the art category, plus score of 26 and belong to 10% popular show globally. Thank you so much. Bodycom people, see you soon.